My name is Matt.
And
This is Sass.
well,
Welcome everyone to Past Tuesday Nihil. I'm your host.
first of all, guys, calm down. I'm not that lethargic, am I? It is
I'm your
I,
host.
Matt Magnum, aka the Leviathan Devil. Today we are world building because I have 4 people here, and I really feel I need at least 6 to get the fights on a roll. So
I'm gonna lore.
they have been
No!
doing that ever
Okay.
since I said I'm gonna world build.
Also, Sass, please don't make it sound like you're having an orgasm.
No.
That's the joke, Carl. That's the joke.
I know,
No.
but it's unsettling, dude.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Stats, you need to understand that Carl's really into lore edging. So if you could please hold your lore orgasm for as long as possible, he would appreciate that.
Gooner.
Your lore.
Okay, I will.
So, what happened last time,
I'm gonna
guys?
die over here.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Oh wait, I have to introduce everyone still. Sorry, Sass. Sass is the guy saying I'm gonna lore. Keat is the person telling him Carl's into lore edging. Carl is the person who is upset, and Silver is the one who's being quiet because I don't know whether or not it's because they are here, or because they are muted, or whether it's because they don't want to get near this with a 10-foot pole.
She's been smothered.
Probably the latter. Let's be honest here.
She's been smothered by all her plushies. No.
That's not true. I've said far worse things, and she's responded to them.
The loregasm was too strong.
God damn you. Anyways. Yeah, that's all of us.
Yes. So, what happened last time,
Very
guys?
short today.
Shit.
We
were
fought a
in the
ghost.
museum, and we were fighting. Am I wrong? Fuck. Keith, go ahead.
We fought a ghost?
Yes.
Okay, it was a ghost, yeah.
In the museum.
We fought a bitch.
No, I'm not sure if we were able to do a lot.
Yeah, you guys beat the ghost.
Wow, we killed it again? Wow.
No, Matt killed it the first time.
Oh, you killed it the first time, Matt?
No.
Yeah,
no.
when wasn't it when you went on the berserking rampage?
That never happened. I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
We did a time reversion. Shut up.
Carl,
No,
he's talking
I mean,
about by saying we killed it again, he means it's a ghost.
A ghost.
Oh.
So to say Matt killed it the first time is inaccurate. His
like,
grandmother killed it the first time.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No, I was more specifically saying because you said when you went through the rampage that you killed a ghost. So you killed it, we rewound time, they came back to life again, and then we killed them again. So
Right.
they technically died 3 times.
I understand where you're coming from, but Sass is saying we killed it again because it's a ghost.
Yeah, it's a ghost. It's alright, that's alright.
Very funny, Sass. I enjoyed it.
I am the most comedic man here. There's nothing unfunny about me at all.
Oh, we're more toward
That is true.
Anyways, go ahead, Matt. My bad.
So that brings us to where we are now. You have the emergency shutdown sequence code for the non-necessary robots, and when you get it to Matt, he says, no, I cannot use this.
Why not?
Can any of this use this?
Well, no, I can use it, but, like, it shuts down all of the factory conveyor belts in a way that could cause potential chemical weapons to have horrific spills.
What?
And
we don't want to commit war crimes.
OSA does not exist, Matt.
What's off character? What's one chemical spill in the time lost aisle?
That's a good point.
I'm sorry. Okay, back in character.
So, out of character again. That's how people are eternally young in the chemical aisles, actually. So, quite a bit.
Yeah.
so people just stay young forever if we spill these chemicals? That doesn't sound bad.
No, the fountain of youth got spilled in this this forever closed off from the rest of the world's circulation.
So if you were a baby, you'd stay a baby?
So if you give
No.
birth here or you are born here, you will get to peak maturity and stop aging from that point.
Peak maturity, okay.
I.e., like 25, 26.
Yes, you get to the age of 25 physically and mentally, and then there is no downhill from there.
That sounds like that would cause some problems.
Well, fortunately, the people of the Time Lost Isles' most common form of death is murdered and starve.
That makes sense.
I mean, if you're constantly baby making, you're gonna run out of food pretty quick.
It's not even they've run out of food. Like, I think I've said this before. It's literally the tyrants at bay are keeping the food from people so they don't rise up.
It's a narco-capitalism, Keith.
Maybe you wouldn't be starving so much if you didn't use carrots as your currency.
We just have a non-state structure of we have the food. No one gets to have the food but us.
I have 2 coconuts.
I've mentioned this before.
Yeah.
The food you produce is not allowed to be consumed by the village that produces it, and it has to be shipped across the ocean in order for it to be consumable legally.
That's
that
bullshit.
bad, Keith.
And the
And
punishment for breaking this rule is immediate execution upon suspicion.
What's the name of the tyrant group? I keep
Not
forgetting
even
the tyrant's
innocent until
name.
proven guilty.
You
Wow.
are guilty until proven innocent, and you don't get long to prove your
I am
innocence.
so goddamn exhausted.
Face.
Alright.
What's
And
the name of
this is the nation of Babel is responsible for this.
these fuckers, these babblers.
Well, I can't
These
blame.
morons.
Their preferred term is Babylonian.
Oh,
Come
on.
Boo!
Boo! Anyways, go ahead.
Oh my god. I
Oh,
come
very
back
much
to
so.
discrimination. What's going on?
So, but basically, Nat was doing the recap. Is that we ended that ghost a third time, and then now we were given emergency codes.
Emergency shutdown code,
Shutdown
and Matt's
code,
like, I can't use this. This was caused to a terrific spill of chemical and biological weapons.
Yeah, basically, ever since then we had a discussion about how would it be so bad if a chemical spill were to occur? It would be pretty bad.
Yes, because this system, it takes maybe like a year for it to spread. If it gets into the water supply in this place, it takes maybe a year for it to spread throughout the rest of the water supply in this place.
So,
Yeah,
what exactly are we doing right now? Just like roleplay stuff? Or like, are we
They're
actually
shutting
doing.
it down anyway.
We're gonna
Well,
do some lore.
Yeah, we are doing some roleplay things. Matt's like, yeah, if we do this, we're going to commit a major war crime.
Let's not press those
Wow.
code buttons.
Wow,
Emergency
Matt
code.
sounds really bad and we shouldn't do that.
He's not saying that seriously.
I am saying that. I am 100. This is Gavilon. I am 100% serious. I am anti-war crime.
Hey, Raphael, don't ruin this for me. I don't care if he's lying. He's saying it.
I'm trying to go into the chat.
I look straight into the camera, get really close, and say I am anti-war crime.
Bullshit.
Anyway,
So,
should we then do stuff to the conveyor belts and then we could shut them down so it doesn't?
well, we'd
cause-
have to go in and inspect the conveyor belts. Alternatively, there's a different use of this emergency shutdown sequence, but we need to take out the Archon for it to work.
The Archon? Who is that?
The Archon is the unit that is designated with responsibility of two things, the factory itself and the Brewmaster unit.
Wow, he sounds like an important dude.
We do need to take him out or something. Yeah.
Yes, however, I will put it to you this way. I lucked out and when I remember fighting the thing, I lucked out. I had as equal a chance of being killed by it as I had it killing it.
Hey, Matt, quick question.
Yes.
Were the shields updated with the new stuff? Because the HP on my thing is 30 higher than the max. Did they decrease the shield hardness?
What are you talking about?
So you know, like the sturdiness of a shield, right?
I don't think they changed it now.
Well, I have a greater sturdy shield, and it says 210 is the max, but it's typed in as 240, which I think it used to be 240, which means at some point either someone made a typo error in the system or they actually changed it.
I'd go with the typo error. Also,
Okay.
you should upgrade that to a Supreme Sturdy Shield.
Yes. Some point.
So, there are a couple. So, here's the big thing with the Archon unit and why I feel I got lucky. It can steal your Potestas abilities.
Like
It
permanently?
can't, not permanently, and steal is, I guess, more like it can copy them and then use your own Potestas to fuel it. So it's a one-time use copy of an ability.
Okay.
I'm not sure that tracked. So, like, your strongest ability and your own force of will being used to fuel him using your strongest ability.
No, I got that.
You may have to say.
So, you seem a
Oh.
little underwhelmed, Gavilan.
Oh no! My beak audibly chatters.
What?
Because it was, does it sound like Gavilan? Do you sound like a purring toucan?
Well, it's more like, you know what Scooby Doo teeth sound like when they're afraid? It's like that.
Chair.
Oh, God.
So,
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, toucans purring sound a lot funnier.
Is that what you wanted, Mash? Is that what you wanted?
I mean, you could have also just said why that's not a big deal.
Because we're not fighting him right now.
So,
Like, I have
just to
no.
be clear, Gavilan, you don't care about a threat until it's in front of you?
I have no way to change this threat, so worrying about it is not important. I'm Stoic Gavilan.
I actually respect that opinion, Gavilan.
So anyway,
So, what I think we do now is we head back to the ship and we think about our best approach for this situation. I'll take what data I've found that's been relevant and we sort of use what we know to get to a point where we can use the emergency shutdown sequence the correct way without causing a Look, I don't know what these chemical weapons do. For all I know, they can be anything from a new form of flu to literal chemical castration of everyone on the Isles.
Well, that's good.
how is that
Yeah,
good,
that's not good. That's not good.
Raphael?
That's not good.
Yeah, Vera just looks at him and is like, what do you mean good?
I'm joking. Okay.
No,
We should probably not castrate.
we are very.
Raphael has to write on the board. We should not castrate people. We should not castrate people. We should
Now,
not
if you're
chemically
not
castrate people.
joke, Raphael, we are very serious people on a very serious mission. He's looking at the camera again.
I got the.
Oh, what camera are you looking at?
The camera of lore.
So one of the cameras in the museum.
Yes, this camera of lore. It's black and white. Like all the lore.
Hey, Gavilan, please
there's
stop
security
standing on the
cameras.
dinosaur bones.
Oh no!
What do you mean? Oh no!
I just imagine the Easter Isle head in the corner just saying, "Hey, dum dum."
So I'll meet you back at the ship in about 200 hours. So
200 hours?
We're a military organization, Shadar. I thought you'd know, but that means like two hours.
Oh.
That's almost 5 days from now.
In my out of game, I was actually thinking that, and then I'm like, "Oh,
I know, I was
man.
too. I'm not gonna lie.
You
Like,
mean
200
hours? Okay,
God.
it's like 200. Okay, that makes more sense.
Wait, isn't 0200 2 a.m.?
Yeah.
I didn't say 0200 at 2 a.m. I said in 200 hours.
In two,
which is 5 days.
That's not how military time works, man.
Yeah, no. Like if it's 200 hours, it's 0200, which is 2 a.m.
Yeah.
If you're saying if you're doing like, I think it's 2000 hours would be.
You mean like you want us to be there in 3 hours? Like 200.
I'm just like, okay, yeah, we'll be there in 5 days.
As in, meet me in the ship in 2 hours.
Yeah, okay.
Not at 0200 hours. In 0200 hours. In 2 hours.
We'll get there.
Okay. Okay.
Let's just handle
me
it.
In real life, face planting into my pillow.
Carl, you're fine. We're good.
Alvar at this point already knows the whole spiel, is wandering around looking around. It's not even listening anymore.
Did you know that this camera was made by an ancient, long-dead god called Kodiak?
Everyone know the old dead god's herald was named Pitbull.
I don't get it.
Come on, really? Because Pitbull got sent to Kodak, Alaska because of the dumb lyric in his song?
Foreign thing, right? I thought you were saying he was like in one of the commercials or something.
I mean, it's free advertising in a music video, so does that count?
Well, if I say yes, I lose, so obviously no.
Just admit you're wrong for once. Dang.
Hello, Pot. How are you doing? It's Kettle here, just calling to remind you you're black.
Never!
Wow, that's pretty racist. You're just calling people black?
Wow.
Yeah, but Pot and Kettle are both black, so you know.
I know.
Devlin are a lot of colors, but he's not black.
I guess I can do that.
Anyways.
Only Pots can call Kettles black.
Yeah, so this is Mr. Pot just calling you, Kettle, to remind you you're black.
Well, actually, his arms are black, so you're kind of close. His scary bird-like claw arms.
That's a technicality. Now, if you called Shadar black, I mean, stares at scales. Not wrong.
Your Honor, is it because he's black?
No, you're not a pot.
Oh,
He's
no.
not a pot. He's gotta be racist.
The funny part about that was all of the black stripes on that bee.
That
The
was all
funniest
the
part
black
about
stuff.
that is he said that to an all-black judge and jury and
Didn't know.
prosecutor.
Everybody's staring at him like the fuck.
Can I flip the switch to turn this train back on track?
Please do.
Yeah.
We're gonna rerail this train.
This train shall be forever derailed.
No.
So we're back at the boat.
Yes, what do you do when you get back to the boat?
I'm gonna go to Elvira's room.
Why are you going to Alvara in her room?
I'm going to knock on the door. Knock, 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 knock.
Alvara just kind of
holding
looks
F12
up from
apparently.
her book,
Where you going?
closing. It's like, who's at the door?
Gavilan.
She
Your
like, slowly
diamond
gets up
bud.
to open the door.
Hey, Albert. I was just, whoa, what's with all these plussies in your room?
No.
Oh no! I was gonna say she kind of looks around. Literally, half, if not all, of the plushies are actually like roughly destroyed and/or being remade. Just kind of like chew toys. Why? What?
they're chew toys.
All of me. They're all sitting like Gavilan.
It's just a bunch of different birds, but they're all a variety of parrot.
Yeah, there's a couple that are either missing an arm and a leg, or there's even one that's beheaded currently that's being repaired.
Albert, is there something you want to tell me?
She just kind of stares at him, and then she just kind of like slowly starts closing the door. Technically, there are a couple plushies in there that aren't actually like birds, but they are like relatively like childhood toys.
There's a part of me that wanted to slam my beak through the door and just go, here's Gabby.
I don't see why not.
Here's Gabby. Immediately get a fireball to the face.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that's one
why
reason.
not.
That's one reason. The other reason is because he's now a cool, loose Gavilan who gives people doesn't break their things.
So in other words, if she closes the door, you're just gonna slam your arm through it and open the door again like nothing happened.
No, if she closes the door, then I will respect her privacy and instead have a nice thin mint.
Have a
On
nice thin mint. Why
On
a
your
thin
beak.
mint? Please explain. Why a thin mint?
They are the most cool and laid back of the light snacks.
Hey Gavilan.
Why I can't hear you through the door?
The late.
What's the
Back up.
aggressive squeaking and growling you can hear through the door?
This makes me worry. I think there might be a monster in this room.
You're still
Hang
in
on,
front of
I gotta
Elvira's
find
door.
that video again and repost it because oh lord.
Hey, Gavilan, there might be a monster in that room. Roll me just a,
Oh no.
raw wisdom check.
I need to keep my mouth shut. Even when I try and become
There it is, take the box.
the wise Gavilan, I cannot escape my past.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I will forever.
There's a monster in the room. You should probably help your diamond buddy.
I'm going to grab the door handle, brace my sword against it, and using my level 20 strength, I'm just going to move forward, breaking it from its hinge like a
Okay.
God.
Can you roll me a non-1 on a d20 just to make sure that goes okay?
Sure.
So, Gavilan basically detaches the door for the frame, runs into the room, and still holding the door perfectly intact. What does he see?
I'm actually going to send a GIF in the voice chat text of basically what Oliver is doing in fox form to one of the plushies right now.
Nah, I got one better. Give me a sec. I actually have one of a fox running around with a chew toy. Give me a sec.
It is a cat going ham on a pillow.
Somebody's foot,
where?
actually. It's a blanket.
Ah.
Yeah, that's
I
basically how
stare
we're
at
in
it.
fox form demolishing one of the plushies. And there's just stuffing everywhere.
Yes.
What did you say, Gavilan?
I stare at this.
And then she just kind of pauses with, like, the mauled plushie in her mouth.
I, viewing that mauled plushies of parrot, slowly walk backwards and put the door back on its hinges.
The absolute
Is Gavilan
hilarious.
going to mention anything of what he had just witnessed? Is he going to go to any of the other people and mention what he's witnessed?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's someone else's time to do the lore.
No, I'm letting you guys do your own thing before I do lore.
I've been
Okay.
pretty distracted, so give me about like a couple minutes before I get back here. Sorry, go
I'm
ahead.
In other words, is
I'm
anybody
gonna
going to see
go-
Gavilan as mortified?
I'm gonna go to Raphael.
That's a good question.
I'm gonna go to Raphael.
Give me a second, one moment.
Where? Why? Why do I not?
Why?
Okay, that's way too far back.
Wait. Gavilan, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being, I sort of expected it, she's a fox, and 10 being mortified, how are you looking?
Alvera is gonna kill me.
So, is that a 9 or a 10?
That's a 4. Alvera trying to kill me isn't anything new.
She hasn't successfully done anything.
Well, that's why I'm worried. She's training.
So as you're standing
All
there,
those different
dumbfounded,
colored
holding the
parrot
door
plushies.
frame, Graves walks up to you. It's like, oh, hey, Gavilan, you need a drink?
Oh, you're here. Hey, where were you during the factory?
I had other things going on.
Like, well, we're on a island where the only thing of note is the factory.
Do you know
There's
how many
still
dangerous
like
things are in
aggressive
this
mauling
ocean?
going on behind the door.
We're docked at the beach, aren't we?
Does not save the 3 giant crabs I had to fight off from the ship earlier.
Ah, the giant enemy crab.
Never said they were enemies. They just got on the ship, and I was hungry.
I hope you hit its weak spot for maximum damage.
Gavilan, are you okay? Are you okay?
Alvera's trying to kill me.
To be fair, this is nothing
The
new.
moment Graves says that, there's just a thunk
Correct.
against the door.
But
She threw one of the
actively
plushies.
trained. She's actively trained for it now, and she's like an assassin. Which is strange, because she's a part of my royal court.
Two things. One, did she ever agree to being a part of your royal court? And two, why do you think she's training for it?
Well, first, yes, she did, although she did her usual very side answer. And two, because she has several parrot plushies that she is destroying very vigorously. I'm still looking at that gift.
like she's destroying them very vigorously in her humanoid form.
No, her fox form, her most dangerous.
Here it is.
Okay, Gavilan, come with me. We're going to get a drink.
Drink.
Graves
What?
isn't even gonna poke
Alright,
in
I'm
to
back.
see what's going on.
Sure, let's go.
Okay, combination of that
I
and
go,
this.
I'm up. What are you guys doing? Raphael says.
We're
Oh,
getting
hi.
we're getting Gavilan a drink because Alvera is trying to murder him.
You know,
Is Alvera trying to?
She's tearing apart parrot plushies in her fox form, her most dangerous form.
I wouldn't say most
Oh my
dangerous because
God.
Fireball.
Well,
I know,
no,
it's so cute.
it's definitely not her most dangerous form, but Graves is Graves.
Oh. It's like Graves is Graves.
Shadar. Oh, there it is.
The most Alvera could probably do in her fox form is either bite your shins or set you on fire with her tails.
Actually,
That's about all
according
she'd
to
probably
how
do.
that form works, she can't do anything but run around and frolic.
I.e., like the fox in
I mean, she
the
can bite,
YouTube
but-
short edges.
You can bite, but you can't deal damage in that form. That's how that form works.
Yeah.
Oh my god. These make the worst fucking pets.
What makes the worst pets?
These make the most annoying sound I've fucking ever heard.
It's
Yeah,
a
videos of a
cute
fennec fox. The
though.
fennecs are really loud. What the hell?
I know, right?
Hide your head into all cloth and try and rip it apart.
So, Raphael, what are your thoughts on the matter?
I just am bewildered why Alvera would not want to murder Gavilan.
Graves looks at you as like, oh, come on. Don't pretend we don't know why she wants to do it. You just need to figure out how to get her to stop.
Do you want to murder Gavilan, Graves?
She's not here. She's in her room.
Well, no, but I know why
asking
why
Graves.
Alvera
I'm
wants to
asking
murder Gavilan.
And
Well, Raphael, before Gavilan's always been a bit of a card, but since I've known Gavilan, he's been much
That's
more subdued in his chaotic energies.
I like to imagine that Graves.
well, why would
I like to imagine
if
Graves.
he's more subdued? Why would
Because-
Alvera want to kill him?
Well, because before I got back to the group, I'm pretty sure he was much more chaotic. So I'm sure
That's
that
true,
Alvera
you're
has a
right.
very good reason to want to kill Gavilan.
I like to think that
That's
Graves.
2 years ago. Yes, I'm talking about
Hold on,
now.
hold on. What are you trying to say, Keith?
I like to think that Graves took a full 2-minute pause before he finally said, like, settle down or whatever. Like thinking of the right word.
I mean, I could see that.
So, but if I'm going to be honest with you, here's the biggest reason Alvaro probably wants to kill Gavilan. She doesn't know how to turn down job offers, and she doesn't want to work for Gavilan in his court.
Damn. Okay.
Which isn't anything to slight you, Gavilan, it's just that I'm pretty sure Alvaro wouldn't accept that offer from anyone.
But she did.
Right, but then immediately after that, she went from thinking about killing you on occasion to actively training for it.
Oh god, you're right.
However, I'm also pretty sure that your people aren't very fond of letting people free of their jobs without also letting them free of their head.
Oh god, I'm not sure.
You cut their heads off?
I mean, I haven't cut it. Well, actually, I did cut that one guy's head off at the wedding. But besides him, I haven't cut anyone's head.
Have you ordered the beheadings of people?
Well, outside of that one guy at the wedding, no.
See, you guys
Sounds
are
like
talking
you're a
out, Vera
menace to
comes out and pokes
society.
up, it's like, hey, do you guys know where more thread would be, by chance?
More in thread.
More thread?
No.
And then she looks at Raphael, it's like, do you know where any more thread would be?
Do birds sweat? Am I sweating?
I don't know if birds do, but Tengu can, and you're proving that.
Oh no, my feathers are all moldy.
Oh no! Hang on. Where's that meme? Hang on.
Gavilan is sweating like the guy from Airplane.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know, that's why I was picturing in my head. You don't even need to send the gif, I know what you're
It's
talking about.
dripping off my beak.
It's literally running off your beak like a faucet. That's been, like, slightly turned on.
So Alvarez sighs and looks at Graves like, do you know where any more thread is?
What do I look like, a tailor? I actually do know the answer to that question, though. There's a supply closet in the captain's quarters. But also, Matt, who is the captain? Because you probably don't want to go rummaging through their supply closet without permission.
Well, that's why I was just asking where it was, so I could ask.
Isn't it the lady?
What lady?
The queen of the pirates, only on her ship?
No, it's a...
We're on your ship, if I remember correctly.
I don't have a ship. What do you mean?
No, the captain is... When Graves is speaking about the captain, the person who's actually in charge of giving the orders while sailing. Also, this is your ship, Gavilan. You're just not the captain because, there's a former admiral amongst... Not admiral of Babel, but, like, an admiral of Andrin amongst your crew.
How is this my ship if I'm not the captain?
You're the leader of this crew of pirates, but no one trusts you to navigate them to point B.
Well, that's not the captain. No, that's the helmsman.
No,
the
that's
navigator.
well, I mean,
Nami's not the captain, Matt.
only when they're on sea she is.
Well, that's because Luffy's an idiot. What are you implying here, Matt?
It's like associating yourself with too much?
Well, Gavilan, you said it, not me.
What are you implying here, Matt? The Thaya?
Well, first of all, Nami is also the only one with her own room on the first ship.
That's not true. That's not true at all. Nico Robin had a room that apparently no one was using until she got there.
And then everybody else shares a room.
Yeah, they sleep in hammocks.
But, like, you get what I'm saying, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, you boy. As long as I can call myself the captain, I'm fine with that.
Well, yeah, you get to call yourself the captain, but if you sneak into the meat fridge again, you're gonna be thrown in a cage.
Oh, please tell me it's a bird cage.
It is, actually.
Matt forgot the deep lore. I'm a vegetarian.
I didn't forget the deep lore. You're a vegetarian, but, sometimes that carnivore instinct just takes a hold and you get lost in the sauce.
When he gets lost in the sauce, he gets lost in the
standing
sauce.
there. It's like, I just need my thread.
Hey, Alvera, come here. Get a drink of water and talk with us for a second.
Okay.
This is an intervention, Elvira.
Hmm.
We need you to stop actively training to murder Gavilan.
Yeah.
She just kind of turns and looks at him, quiet for a minute, and then she's like, "What do you mean training to kill him? If I wanted to
We
kill
know
him, I
what
would've
the
done it
threat is
sooner."
for, Elvira.
Matt, permission to dim door away.
No, permission denied.
How
Also,
would
you're
you
talking
e-
to Graves.
No, I know. I was asking you.
Permission denied.
No.
Yeah, Alberta's like looks at Graves like, why would I be training to kill Gap? If I wanted to kill him, I would have done it sooner.
Why do you keep ripping plushes of parrots apart in your room?
I mean, I can't have a hobby.
The plushies are
That is an odd hobby
That-
to not be
That is a flex.
Listen, Alvera.
Say
If
the
you want it,
hobby,
if you
that's
have
a
plushies,
flex.
that's fine. The issue is if you rip all the magician plushies of me. That's the issue. Or if you ripped all the plushies depicting Seth, that'd be an issue. Or you ripped all the plushies of, Gavilan, that'd be an issue.
Alberta's just kind of squinting. It's like, oh, I'm sorry that the plushies resemble something. I didn't even specify that. I just picked up plushies because I needed something to chew on. Do you know how long I've been chewing on those plushies?
I don't know.
We have a feeling it started
half of
after
those
you were
have
forced to
literally
join
been-
Gavilan's court.
Half of those have literally been from 20-some years ago, when I was a child. Those things get old, and they're out of stuffing.
Where have you been keeping those?
And she just like holds up her bag and then just drops it back at her waist. Like, anyways, you were saying?
My gosh, nothing but.
We need you to stop trying to murder Gavilan.
She turns back over to Graves, like, once again, if I wanted to kill him, I would have done it sooner. Because if I really wanted to, and then she pulled out her gun to point it at him, I could just pull this trigger right now, but you know what?
No, put the gun away! Put the gun away! This is an intervention! You need to stop trying to murder him!
She's just squinting at him, like,
listen, we can do a little.
like I was saying, if I wanted to, I could just pull this trigger right now.
And Graves
you know
starts
what?
reaching
And
for
then
his
she
axe and
proceeds-
says, I
She's,
told
like,
you to
proceeding
put it
to put the
away,
gun away.
Alvera. I told you to put it away.
Like I said, I wasn't going to. And she's
I
like,
said, put
tucking
the
away.
weapon down! And he pulls out his axe and smashes the table with it.
Roll initiative.
At this point, it's like, I'm just on the
Alberta
deck chilling. I just
Alberta
hear
just kind of like looks
breaking
at the table.
downstairs. I'm like,
Oh, no,
"What the
no.
heck?"
Graves isn't rolling initiative. Graves is intimidating Alvera.
Did it work? Alvera's usually good at those.
So Alberta just kind of
Matt-
like looks at the table.
No,
and
no,
taking-
I haven't rolled it yet, Alvera. He's trying to...
Matt,
Yes?
can I just like phase through the ceiling, look at the conversation, what's going on? Graves, let her speak.
What is your will DC, Silver?
My will DC, as I'm literally making a mess. I don't even have my sheet up. Fuck, hold on.
How could this happen to
forgot.
me? I made my mistakes.
I'm trying to eat. Shut up.
Look, I can pull up your character sheet if you want me to.
Nah, I'm working on it. It's just gonna take
Okay.
a short minute here because it likes to lag.
Laggy daggy.
My favorite point of trying to open up my reference sheet is Roll20 hates when I open it.
Well, guess what? Luckily, I'm already on your sheet, so
Ah,
focus on yourself.
No.
Will is 33, so DC of 43.
Ah, and with that little bonus from intimidating prowess, that is a success then.
Damn.
You were
Alvara's been
intimidated by Graves then.
Yes.
Wow, join the club. I'm intimidated. He was on my side.
Am I intimidated?
I mean, I would have wanted to roll a thing or something. I don't
Well, no. It's just you're very slightly intimidated because Graves literally just destroyed a table made of mahogany.
Mahogany.
I am absolutely appalled by the fact he would treat mahogany in such a way. Because mahogany.
Hey, he thought Alvaro was gonna shoot Gavilan.
Yeah. And?
So he's in the middle of an intervention to stop her from killing Gavilan.
She was literally gonna go on to the thing of if I wanted to kill him, points the gun and like teasingly pulls the trigger. It's like I would, but you know what? I'm not going to. And then she was just gonna tuck the gun back away. That's all that she was gonna do.
Exactly what I was like. Let her speak.
Yeah, but Graves isn't taking any chances. He thinks you're gonna murder Gavilan, so he's gonna like very quickly put an end to that. Put the gun away, Alvaro. I'm not asking you again. Put it away.
Put it away. Put
Take
it away.
the shot.
Put it away. Put it
Take
away.
the shot.
Gavilan is sitting watching his two parents fight.
You know what's really
Put the gun
funny?
away, Alvaro. I'm not asking twice.
She literally already put it away before you slammed the damn table. It's already been put away. She put it away as soon as you destroyed the damn table, and I was going to respond to that.
Is there
I was just about to respond to that.
Does anybody have a calm emotion spell? Because everybody needs to chill.
You slap down the table. You slap down your gun. You put your gun back to your holster. Then Matt slaps the table, telling you to hold to.
No. I very quickly said as you start fidgeting with the trigger, Graves slams through the table. It's like put the gun away.
I pull my gun out.
Graves points his axe at you, Gavilan. Is like you too, you son of a bitch.
Raphael says, Gavilan, why are you putting your gun up? Put it down.
I thought it was just the thing to do.
Well, the thing to do is to put it down, just like she did.
Alvaro just kind of sighs and goes to take a drink of water.
Just me standing, just leaning down through with a Barrett 50 cal. It's just like, what?
All right.
Wow, Sidar, you're so cool.
Are you still pointing the gun?
No, the gun's been put down.
Okay, now
She
we're
put
going
it back
to.
on her holster.
We are going to not pull out our weapons for the rest of this intervention.
Yes, the plussy intervention.
The intervention of Alvaro training to murder Gavilan, yes.
That too.
Can you tell us how long have you been planning on murdering Gavilan?
Alvaro just looks over at Raphael. It's like, once again, the plushies were coincidental. I wasn't exactly planning anything on killing Gavilan. Because like I was trying to say as she's like looking over at Graves, that if I wanted to, I would have done it sooner.
That's a nice coincidence. Very fine. Gavilan, what were you doing before she started ripping the plushies? What did you do?
Oh, well, I don't know the door I wanted to talk to, and I saw the plussies.
Did you say anything?
I said, hey, Albert, and I saw the plushies, and I just sort of closed the door.
That's all?
Yeah, you asked me why I had plushies of you all over the floor.
Oh, yeah, I asked why she had a bunch of plushies.
If you would spare me a minute to go get one of them that's not ripped up, I could show you that it's merely coincidental that would be relatively referenced.
Why would Graves looks at you, Alvaro? It's like, why would we ask you to bring one of the ones that isn't ripped up for it to be coincidental? if we see the ones that are ripped up and they're all looking like him, that still looks a little suspicious, even if you had them for a long time. You know, it's the ones that aren't being
So
ripped apart that
she
matter.
looks at him. It's like, I say merely to grab one that isn't ripped up because they're all basically the same. I'd be bringing one that isn't ripped up because it looks the same.
Okay. Is there any
And
if you bring
besides the
both a ripped
point,
up one?
when I rip those things up, I put them back together.
Right.
Because
Well,
I
what
don't
good is a
want to leave
training dummy
stuffing
if
and
it's
pieces of
destroyed,
plush all
right?
over my floor. What?
Oh, what's oh? Can one not see that
Could you
there's
repeat that? What'd you say?
I
Yeah, go
said,
ahead.
what use is a training dummy if it's all torn up into shreds? Look, Alvera, I want to trust you, but you are a trained assassin, and I don't know your work, how you go about your methods. So, you know.
Can you?
Because I have
You
the
have to keep
plushies.
your.
Also, your
So
immediate
I have the
response to me
plushies,
asking you
and
why
then
you
she,
wanted
like,
to murder Gavilan was to pull a gun on him. None of this
That
looks
is also
really
true.
good, Alvera.
I think what would be even better is to just
say
tell us.
Alvera groans and like proceeds to just like pull her gun out to put on the table, and then opens up the thing. It's literally empty. Even if I pull the trigger, it's empty. And she like picks it up and shakes it, and nothing falls out of it.
Well, Alvera, you're also pretty quick-handed, so again, you could have also unloaded them in the pocket. You have bullets in the container you keep your gun in?
So she proceeds to put the water down to dig through her pockets, and then just pulls out like empty shells. It's like I've been meaning to restore these, but otherwise I have none active on me. They're all back in my room.
You have no active ammunition. We just got back from, yeah, I don't trust it. I'm sorry. None of that makes sense.
Can you explain to us if there are any things that you've been ordered to do as an assassin? Because that's I think that would clear a lot of things up, even outside of the Gavilan issue.
Hey, what are you looking for exactly on that note?
What are you looking for?
If you were to, well, if Graves is suspicious of you because you act as an assassin, kind of secretive and everything. Yeah, I
Well,
think he
no,
would
I'm
help you to
suspicious
spin
of her because, and Graves breaks the sound. She has no bullets on her, even though she just got back from an active war zone, and I don't think, and we're still in an active war zone.
I think she
When
put
she
her bullets
offers
back
because
proof
before
that
her.
she's
I
not
used
targeting
these.
Gavilan, she offers to bring up the wrong plushie. Her first instinct is to pull a gun on Gavilan. Look, I'm not the smartest person in the world, far from it, but like, ask Matt this, and he'll probably come to a similar conclusion. Speaking of which, where is he?
So
Where
Vera
is
just puts
Matt?
the
Yeah.
shells on the counter. It's like
How
literally
long
these
has
have
it
been
been?
used.
I'm imagining this conversation's taking quite a bit.
But
I
Matt
would say
walks
that
onto the top deck as soon as Graves is like, where is he?
I
And
would
he
say.
sees Shadow or Shadar with his head through the floor.
Hold up, Graves. She did just go to her room after she came back, so it's not out of the possibility that she unloads her.
Graves looks
bullet.
at you, Raphael, and says, "Are you saying that if you would literally walk around without your ability to, without your spell casting focus,
Matt,
when
hold
we're
on.
in an active war zone?"
Matt, hold on.
Depends on
Alvera, did you kill Matt?
we have to.
She
Yeah, that
literally motions her hand towards where he's at. It's like he's literally over there.
Well, no,
Oh.
Matt is on the top deck. You're in the middle decks. You wouldn't see him.
Oh.
I literally just pop head up. Intervention
say that
required. Might want to get down there.
Who's hosting the intervention?
Graves.
Apparently it was Graves.
I'm gonna stay out of that. I don't think I need to do anything there. Graves is pretty trustworthy.
Oh.
I'm not saying I don't trust Graves.
Let's
I'm
just
not-
say
I'm not
Graves
saying-
is jumping to a lot of conclusions I don't think are necessary.
Fine, I'll go down and talk with him, but I mean,
Maybe he's right. I just.
Alfie
he
just said that you will come to the same conclusion, so just
I
prove a
mean,
He did
point.
also.
maybe. So
That's why I was like,
Matt
May
comes
agree with
down, but is like, okay, what's going on?
Salvaro looks over. It's like, I'm apparently being accused of possibly plotting to kill Gavilan for some odd reason.
Matt looks
Solely
at you and
because
is like,
Gavilan
I mean, I
walked
can
in on
believe
me.
that. What proof do you have?
My God, she literally like cups her face in her hands. Like, why
Rob,
today?
hey, Alvaro,
rips-
planning to kill
couple-
someone is part of your job description. So,
Because then Alvaro just like slaps her hands on the table.
She-
It's like, yes, but literally, I was in the middle of doing stress relief.
What's
I can't
going
have
on?
hobbies.
I mean, that depends. What were you relieving stress using?
Can you guys?
Because
You guys hear
I
me?
was
Hello?
literally
Fuck.
I
I
can hear
was
you.
ripping
Seth.
up plushies, but Gavilan wants to assume that they're of him because they're just bird plushies. It's just coincidental that they look like him.
That is a
I can hear you.
mighty fine coincidence. What else do you have?
Because they also assume that I would have wanted to plot to kill him, but they're not making any sense of why my gun would be empty and why I have empty shells on me.
Yeah, why
Where
would
did
your
we just
gun
come
be
back
empty?
from?
We're in an empty war zone. Why wouldn't you have rounds on you? The ship is safe, but safe
We
in
literally
quotation
just
marks.
came back. I was going to reload.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
I used
Yes,
all
we
of
can
my
hear you,
active
Sass.
rounds.
Okay.
Why?
What did you?
How did you run out of rounds? You fired like 8 shots.
I was a little underprepared, I admit, but that's why I was going to reload them when I was done relieving my
You
stress.
have a bag of
this whole
holding.
thing.
You can keep bullets in there.
Is she on trial for being a bad assassin or being a plotter against Gavilan? I'm confused as
mean,
what I'm supposed to
I
Say
prove.
don't know.
Alvaro just kind of like claps her hands together. It's like,
What are we
the
what are we
stress
doing
does
now?
make me forget a few things, which I kind of forgot about that.
I'm
So
not
that's
sure.
my fault.
I mean, hell, if she's got a plan to kill Gavilan, that's good. That just means we can use it to plot plans to not have Gavilan get killed. But, like,
My question was simply like, as a job as an assassin, like, is there any job details that we should be privy to? Because assassins are very secret, and I'm not sure I or anyone else.
well, I mean, at
Would-
one point she was hired by
Hello,
Nihil to stop
Christian.
people from assassinating us, so there's that.
There is that.
So Alvaro just kind of grunts, like, if I literally have to let you inspect the plushies that I have in my room, I will gladly let you in. I just
Well,
don't want you to touch any of my other belongings
no.
besides that.
I mean, I'm still trying to gather up what's going on. I mean, it's not like you pulled your
I'm
gun
still
on
trying to
him or
register what's
anything.
going on either.
I mean, it's not like
Hmm.
you
The
pulled your
Gavilan just
gun on
came to
him
my
or anything,
door,
right, Alvaro?
knocked, and I went to go see what he was doing because I was in the middle of repairing one of them. And then he proceeded to see all the plushies I had, and he's like, why is there like a bunch of me's on the floor? It's like, it's coincidental?
Alvaro, did you or did you not pull your gun on him?
I think she
She
did.
literally picks up the gun again and shakes it, and nothing comes out of it. It's literally
Well,
empty.
yeah, Alvaro, but like, you gotta understand, even if the gun's empty and you are a dumbass and don't have bullets, that's something we gotta address.
Listen, if a person were, and if
Also,
we were
that's
ready,
like the third time you
I only
pulled your
did
gun
it as
on
a
an ally this
reference of
week.
if I wanted to actually kill him, I would have done it sooner, but I didn't.
off camera, off character. What were the other 2 times?
I mean,
Probably also at Gavlon.
Okay.
both he and Alvaro have shot each other several times.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
Why
she
did-
has
why-
shot me several times. Yes.
Why did you aim your gun at and shot Shadow? Why did you is it Shadow or is it
Yeah, no, I don't think she's actually. Matt says, I don't think she's actually trying to kill Gavilan, but, like, yeah, Vera, you need to stop pulling your guns on people who are your friends. These situations like this are bound to happen if
are
you
we
pull
your
your
friends?
gun on your allies for no damn reason.
Did you
Sid
consider
Albert
us?
groans.
well,
It's like, and yet you wonder why I've been limiting my bullets. I've literally shot myself at one given point.
do you
I
do you consider
mean,
us friends?
Albert just like
This-
pans over to Raphael. It's like, what brings you to that conclusion?
Okay, so that's a no. Huh. All right.
Damn.
She literally like sighs and is like literally running her hands through her hair. It's like, what is with you guys thinking
We
I'm
spent a-
against you?
No, I'm not. Wait, what? Hold up. I never
well, I
said that we
mean,
were enemies.
he said, what, are we not friends? And you said, what made you come to that conclusion?
Well, that sounds like you don't think of us as friends.
Yeah, that is a bit of a worrying way to say yes, and pretty much a good way to
Albert just
say
like
no.
looks back up again. It's like, I'm just merely asking what made you think of that.
I mean, you
I mean, we
pulled
spent
your
a good
gun
amount
on
of
each
time
and every
together.
one of us.
We've spent a good amount. Yeah, you know a good amount of us ever since we.
I think you're my friend, Alvera. After all, we're diamond buddies.
Oh god. I was gonna say it, Albert just kind of slowly groans and then sits up. It's like, you know what?
Oh, okay, mate.
She
If you
just
give me
kind of
that,
like, she like
if you
pushes
give me
her
No,
gun
give
and
you
the empty
groan,
shells
Pete. How
away.
do you
It's
have
like,
to spell
just take
respond
my
to that?
gun then.
oh, if you give me
Fine.
like, yeah, maybe I don't know.
When someone says what makes you think that after you ask are we friends, it sounds like they're not friends. But okay, that's alright. Go ahead.
Also, you groaned to the Diamond Buddy thing, and Keith, how did Gavilan respond to that?
I'm not
Yeah,
used
go
to
ahead.
sound clear, but second, oh, well, if you can react like that, maybe I don't know.
Listen,
Albert just kind of like groans, just like pushes her gun, the empty shells across the table. It's like, fine, just take my gun temporarily. I don't know what the hell you want from me. And she's like proceeding to start to get up to go back to
I
her
mean,
room.
you have
Matt
other ways
says,
to.
sit down, take your gun, and, like, don't threaten people with it unless they are
Don't
your
threaten-
enemy. I don't know how it's hard to ask you to not just, as a response, whip out a gun and say, I could kill him if I wanted to.
I've gusted of winded. Listen. I've gusted of winded Gavilan once or twice. It seems like
I have
Albert
shot
looks over. It's like,
Kyle.
technically, I could still kill even without my gun. So I.
Why do you
see
keep
the point of
bringing that
taking it
up?
right now?
Well, yeah, we all know that you're an assassin, so you have more ways to kill people without the gun. But why bring
Albert
that up?
immediately looks over Raphael. It's like, must I remind you your crispy era?
Why are you, Alvaro?
bring
Why do you keep threatening
that
all of us?
Hey! Why bring that up? Why do you want to say it every single time? Oh, I can just kill you here. What's the use? What's the point?
Alvaro, I hate
Alvaro
to
just
do this, but
Albert just blinks.
put your hands behind your back. We're gonna throw you in the brig. You're acting a little crazy.
Crush her balls.
Press your ball? No! No! Don't do that!
What? Hang on,
Albert,
first off, how
Albert just
do
kind of like, Albert's just kind of like confused, like all this over chew toys. What the hell?
No, Alvaro, all of this over the fact that Raphael is trying to ask you to stop threatening to kill all of us, and you keep inadvertently threatening us.
I literally, since when did I threaten? Yes, you could point towards when I did the whole aiming the gun at Gabble. It's literally empty. And
Bringing
he
up the
literally
fact that you
just
almost
said
burned Raphael to a
that
crisp
why do
with
I
a
keep
fireball.
threatening you guys? Oh,
I don't know why you keep bringing up other topics where you've almost hurt. You keep hurting us. I don't know why. Why?
it's not
Why do you point out?
intentional.
Sure. Why do you point out when
I
you
was
when
gonna
we
say she literally like throws her hands up like Shadow could fucking clarify.
Okay,
I
Shadow.
was-
What do you want
I
Shadow
was
to clarify?
on fucking Fiend's blood, and I hit him at some point during a battle.
Oh, Elvira, buddy,
Just from the ceiling
buddy,
twice, same circumstance.
buddy. Put your hands
I
behind your
wasn't
back.
intending it.
We're just separating you from people for a bit. Okay? We don't hate you. We very much appreciate you, but like there's
Zephyr
something
just
going
stands up. Like
on.
at this point, if you want me away from the ship, just send me out on a walk. Then I'll come back in a few hours if that's what you want.
No. I am actually going to have Elvira. You keep saying things that make me actually have to investigate your room. So I am trying to be polite about this, but you are going to be detained for a bit.
I'm actually gonna leave the table and head over to her room.
Say, at this point,
where are you heading to,
talk
Gavilan?
whatever you need to, but just stay out of my journal. That's all I ask.
Elvira,
Well,
I'm sorry to say
you
this,
have
the
the
only thing I
right
don't
to
want
remain
touched.
silent.
you haven't
I am
indicated
now going to
any-
have to look into the journal because you told me not to look there because you didn't. Please put
You
your
haven't
hands
indicated-
behind your head.
You haven't indicated anything to us as to why we shouldn't.
I just
because
asked
all
not
of
to
us-
look in the journal because I put my thoughts in there.
Dear
it's
diary.
No,
And a lot of
the-
that is not what I want people to read.
First of
Sure,
all, I'm not
sure.
going to read it out loud, but Elvira, you need to cooperate.
We're not using it. Take your feelings. We're using it to make sure that you're not like flaunting anything. That's the whole deal. We know you're an assassin. We're just trying
That
to
was
figure out
real
the safety
beauty
reason.
today.
Again, I'm
And
not
so
going
what
to
if
let.
I am? I've had to do this ever since I started my bar. How else am I getting the extra money when I barely had any business?
What do you
Elvira,
I've
admit?
done this
once
for a
again,
long ass time before I met you
hands
guys.
on your head. This is not negotiable. I need to make sure that you're just having a social blunder and nothing more, because there's a lot of red flags here.
Let's just keep it. It's just going to be
I don't tell you
momentarily. Once things are cleared, I'm pretty sure you'll be freed.
Dear diary. Seth was a real
Yeah.
cutie today.
Oh my god.
No, Keith, no.
No. I will make sure
wrong.
Gavilan doesn't read it, and if he does read it, he will not have memories of it, because I will punch him until he loses them.
Fair
I'm
enough.
reading it, but I have reached the room, and my first conclusion is like, oh, these
If I
plushies
had
don't.
followed
look
him,
like
I wouldn't want him to like do shit. I don't think Gavilan would, search reasonably. I
Oh,
follow
what?
Gavilan.
Well, what I do is I go in there, I look a little bit closer now that I'm not seeing her going apart, and I'm like, oh, these plushies don't look like me. Except for that one.
Just like,
Except for that one, which has an eye patch on it, but that one's not been destroyed.
I just don't really know what to tell you anymore.
Is the plushie?
You, Elvira, I hate to break it to you, but you did not know what to tell us for a while now. Just, you know what, Elvira, take a nap. Make me a will save.
Oh crap! He's making her suggest him to sleep.
No, it's a sleep spell.
What is it again?
Will save.
Oh god.
It's a shadow.
I was gonna
One
say more on that note, but then when Gavilan spoke, I
What's
forgot
his
what
name?
I
What's
was
his
gonna
name?
say.
Call Phil.
That is a regular failure, which is just enough for Matt to get you in the brig.
God.
It's a shadow. It's Lightsbane.
And how
Same.
long does this go for?
Well, Matt's gonna comb through your entire journal to profile you, like a psychological profile on you. So at least 4 hours.
He's gonna be like, is there any mention of murdering any of the crew here?
Oh, no. This is beyond the pale for Matt right now, because, like, all of that was suspect as all hell. So he is, like, actually profiling her, completing a complete psychological profile on her.
Sorry about coughing, folks. I just feel sick.
Dear
Um,
Diary, Gavilan said something really funny today. The silly baka. I
So
honestly just.
I was gonna say if I need to
Well, I just
relatively mention like anything that's in the journal, I could, because I have like subtle notes of like what you'd find in there.
What did I miss?
Alvera
You get
talked
that?
herself into a hole.
Alvara's been
Oh,
arrested.
no.
We've
Alvera has
arrested
been
Oh, shit.
arrested.
Oh shit!
So
What
4
happened?
hours
Oh my
later,
God.
you're
Do
awake,
I need
handcuffed,
to-
and Matt knocks on
Do
the
I
cell.
need
Is
to
like,
make subtle,
Alvera,
like,
what the
mention of what you
fuck?
took? My God.
I refuse to
What-
believe
Because
it. I've
once
always
again,
known
I could
Alfred
tell
to be
you
a cool.
I could tell you what you'll find in that journal. Like I could tell
I'm
you.
guessing nothing absolutely horrific is what I'm looking for. He's looking for signs of something horrible. Does he find signs of something horrible? Because I would assume the answer is
all
no.
I could tell you is that long back before you guys even met her, is that there are notes of like some parts of her like bounties and stuff that she would do.
Okay.
But then relatively the rest of it is just like personal notes and stuff and just opinions
No
and
bounties
feelings
at
on
all?
most of
Wow.
the crew.
A
Nothing
serial did it.
malicious.
Right.
Nothing
I found it-
malicious other than the bounties from years back.
Right. Once
all
again,
I
And
Matt holding your journal is like, sorry about reading that. I sped read it, so I was only looking for particular things. I found nothing. What the why do you keep threatening people for no goddamn reason? There's nothing about you that makes you act like this other than what do you think
Wait,
we want you to do? Like,
is he
literally,
talking
what
to
the
her
fuck
right now,
is
or are you
wrong
just
with
like
you?
kind of talking to yourself?
No, he's talking to you. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you threatening people? There's nothing in your personality that would indicate you to do that. What is wrong? What is wrong?
you can
Dear
say it's a bad day. You can just
I
say it's a
have to
bad
say-
day.
So Albert's
Farmer's
just kind of
Almanac.
sitting there quiet.
Having a rough day.
It's just like I just don't really know what to tell you. I've tried to explain myself and nothing was heard.
Alvera, I was listening to what you were telling me. That's the problem. Do you listen to what you say to people? Like, do you think about what you say to people and the implications of what you say to people, or do you just say the first thing that comes to mind?
I hear myself when I say these things, and every time that I'd ever said that any of the times I'd ever hurt anybody in the crew has not been intentional.
Well, yeah, but then you also
it was merely first instinct, and that mainly
right,
comes off
right.
of
That
my bounties.
So Alvaro, when Raphael said, you know, maybe you shouldn't tell people there's lots of ways you could kill them, you told him. I mean, you remember when I made you extra crispy? That's what we like to call a threat.
Dear Diary, when I was making Raphael extra crispy,
oh
I
my
found
God.
a great Parmesan recipe.
So
I
Alvaro
wouldn't
just
have
kind of
done
like looks at him. It's like literally at the time that occurred, all that I had ever heard, because we were having a whole entire mix of conversations, when I heard anything of the mention of just like practicing spells on each other, that's the only thing that I had caught. And I did that merely just for shits and fun, but I didn't expect it to do that much.
Okay, Alvera,
And
I'm
technically
aware
speaking,
of that, but what I'm saying is that next time you get in that situation, ask for a lawyer, because you're completely innocent of everything they accuse you of, but you can't. If you were in front of a judge, you'd be you'd be up for execution. You're very bad at defending yourself, is all I'm saying, which is fine. It's fine, but like, think about what you're saying. Don't go on instinct, because your instinct got you thrown into the brig, because it all really looked horrible. And I'm sorry about that, but like...
I'm merely trying to change how I respond to things because naturally, if I was not completely used to trying to defend myself, I could have flat out been telling you every single lie under Nihil's breath, and you probably would have believed any single word of it. But because I'm trying to actually tell myself out here without just completely evilizing myself or any sort of thing, I don't know what to say anymore. That's why I said that I just don't know what to tell you anymore, because what I tried to say was not me trying to lie my way out of it. Because
I
normally that's
know
what
you
comes with
weren't.
being a bounty taker. I have to lie to get myself out of things. But this time it's hard.
Alvera, I wasn't accusing you of lying. I didn't detect. Alvera, listen to me for a second. You're not in trouble. You're okay, okay? You understand. However,
I do.
what I'm trying to say is that you need to think about how you present yourself to your allies, because when you go on instinct, you make things bad sometimes. And this is a situation where you are trying to do things in a way where you typically do things as a bounty hunter, but it didn't work. So I'm not saying you're in trouble. I'm not saying that you did anything wrong, but I am telling you that you need to think a bit differently of how you confront an issue with allies versus people who have a bounty on their head. Okay?
I suppose.
Okay. I don't think I'm getting any further than that. And he unlocks your handcuffs and is like, yeah, I actually don't know how to lock the brig, so if you had picked the locks on your handcuffs, I'd be dead. Anyways.
Just gonna say she kind of shrugs, like, well, I can at least tell you I didn't have anything to do any of the sort with at that current moment, so.
I mean, that's all fine. Like I said, don't need to tell me that. You could just say, I'm sorry and won't happen again, or, maybe you could have done all this without throwing me in a cage, but, like, yeah, oh,
I was gonna say she kind of turns and looks over at her. He's like, I pretty much offered to let you go through my things before it came to conclusion to put me in here, so I
yeah,
I just kind of need to go think for a minute.
yeah, that's why you were in here, to think. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go for a walk. And
This is
when
not
I
a
come back,
character.
I'm gonna have this process by. And he
This
teleports.
is not a character, but going for a walk while people are searching through your stuff is highly likely to have that person escape or run
Yes.
away. That's the entire
Yep.
point. But that's
So
neither here nor there.
also just Jadar comes out of the shadows, just walking down the
It's pronounced
hallway,
Jadar now.
and just I think he forgets we all have bounties on our head as he continues walking down the hallway.
It's the Ice Peace Project. Of course, we all have bounties on our head.
Yeah, I know. And he's saying like, "Oh, you have to stop acting as though like we don't have bounties on our heads." I'm like, "We do though."
No. Okay, just a quick play-by-play of what happened here. Matt's like, Alvera, like, I know you didn't do anything wrong. I know you have no bad intentions, but, like, why do you talk like that to people when you're in trouble? Please, Alvera, stop. stop digging a hole. And Alvara's like,
there's
dig,
an
digging hole,
unzero
dig, digging hole, dig, digging hole.
There's an unzero
Matt
test.
literally thought, oh, she's gonna murder all of us, and
There's
teleported
an
out of
Spare
there.
the woman a
There-
break.
there's
She's a
something-
broken child. Give her a
There's a
break.
non-zero chance. She's just socially inept. That's all right.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He's like, Alvaro, I know you're just socially inept, but like, what the fuck? Why are you this bad?
She's technically never really had friends growing up. She was very isolated.
Okay,
so
look,
all of this is
Alexander
kinda, like,
Hamilton,
really
I
problematic.
understand, but like,
Listen,
Oh my god.
her lack of friends when she was a child leads her to threatening her friends with a good time. Inadvertently. And making implications.
oh
that
my
she didn't
god.
make.
Matt also didn't
Yeah.
have friends growing up, so the Chad Matt versus the virgin
And my
Alvaro.
stuff, I killed everyone.
Wow,
Very-
you guys,
very- I
you
killed
guys
everyone.
didn't have
God.
friends growing up. That's cringe, I say. Basically, being a child slave.
Raphael
Yeah,
got his
literally-
mind wiped after serving under Nihil. Like, ugh,
Ugh.
that's a lot of people. That does emotional trauma.
All of
Probably
Shadar's
is-
friends are dead, so he's got one
Oh,
up on
Shadar's
us.
friends are dead. Push him to the edge.
Literally at this point, after all of that shit, Alvara's just practically like cleaned up her room. She's shoved all the plushies into like a box or something. She's just lying in bed. Like at this point,
Gonna
she's
be
like
like,
not doing a
clean your
single
room.
thing now.
Raphael, like an hour after Matt leaves, he gets a call. Is like, "Hey, are you guys alive?"
Who is this?
It's Matt.
Oh yeah, we're alive. Why?
Well,
At least I
I
know
went
of.
to go tell Alvera that, like, you know, she's fine, she's not in trouble, and I'm pretty sure that I'm surprised she didn't murder all of you. Because that's the vibe she was giving me when I was telling her she was not in trouble.
Listen, I think if you just told us that she was cleared, and then afterwards you let her go, and we'd all be dead by now, I think that would have happened by now. Speaking of, I'm gonna knock on everyone's doors now to make
Well,
sure they're not.
no, Raphael, I don't think you understand. I'm,
You're just gonna be on the sending stone. You're just
I'm
gonna
in
hear
the
knocking every once
shackles
in a
right
while.
now.
You're in what?
I literally had to separate myself by a continent. I was horrified.
Because of Alvera.
Yes, because she
Is he-
was giving off like mad serial killer vibes, even though I knew she wasn't actually a serial killer.
Listen, Matt. First of all, why didn't you tell this to anyone until now?
Yeah, but also, did you assume she was mad? Because you said mad serial killer. Did you assume she was mad?
No, you sounded mad.
Assume my mental
Because
state.
technically speaking, she wasn't mad. She was just kind of more like
What did
in
she
the
say?
fact of like, I feel like a fucking like failure here. I don't know what the hell I'm doing wrong.
Raphael's like, Matt, what the hell did she say that makes you go all the way to the shackles?
So, I was trying to, when I told her it's fine, she's okay, she's not in trouble, I tried to calmly explain, sort of, hey, buddy, you need to... Well, it was like, oh, I said, hey, you need to treat us like we don't have bounties, and then she brought up Nihil, so I'm like, nope.
Oh, I'm in my room trying that
Yeah, I
chicken
mean,
parmesan.
she made reference of like, you know, who else was she supposed to reference? Of,
Literally
like, you know...
anybody else! Anybody else!
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, that's the
Listen,
first thing that came to mind, Mag, is out of character. I
Right,
literally
after
had
Matt told you,
nobody else's
maybe
name in
think about
mind
what you
other than
say
Nihil.
before you say
That's
it!
all I could
Those-
say.
We're not.
Matt,
Listen,
I
Matt,
can
we're
barely remember half of anybody's names of NPCs. Nihil's the only one I could think of.
Not, Matt.
Well, you have
we're-
Sven
we're
and you
okay.
have Raphael.
Wait,
Nice.
Sven is basically Nihil.
Yeah, but
That-
like saying I could bring up all the lies of Nihil in the middle of that conversation was what triggered that. It was like, nope, bye.
That's like all the red flags. Is like, wow, if they were a person who has a strong intuition, they'd fucking be like, you're guilty right now.
Matt told her,
Bro.
"You're not guilty of anything," and she went deeper into the rabbit hole. And he's like, "I fear for my life. I'm going to the shackles."
Matt, I'm sorry to hear that you were so spooked. I'll make sure that everything's fine. I don't think anyone's dead.
I literally told her she was innocent. She just needs
You're
to
good,
talk
Matt.
differently to all of us, and she
I
went
don't think-
deeper.
Has she had this problem with us before?
No, this is new.
I don't know why
it's,
she
it's
mentioned
new for the fact because she's being accused of possibly plotting to kill Gavilan. That's all this came off of. And she's confused as fuck, like, why do you assume that? It's just toys.
And then we talked about other instances and
You
other red
practically drove her into going down the rabbit hole because she didn't even know what she was saying
flags.
anymore.
Listen, I'm being accused
She's
of
trying
murder.
to spew
so I might as
everything
well-
out to try and help
I'm
herself,
being
and then that
accused
apparently
of
didn't
conspiracy to
work.
murder. So let me label all the instances I can use to kill you. That's what you said at the table.
Also, Raphael
because
asked
she
you if we
technically
were friends,
said-
and you said, "What gave you the idea we were friends?"
You said like we're not even friends. I was like, wow, that pisses me off. That pisses Raphael off.
mainly-
At least.
The way she referred to that is when you said that, she was mainly referring to what brings you to the conclusion that I said we weren't. That's essentially kind of what I was
Oh my
referencing.
gosh,
like,
that's not
what do you think?
That's not.
What
That's
makes
not
you
how
think
you
we're
said
not?
it. That's not how you said it.
What?
Ugh.
How did your English streak go the negative?
Well, I'm sorry, I'm stupid and can't say things right.
Like,
I'm sorry.
You're good.
No,
You're good.
it
It's fine.
happens. It happens. Okay.
It's just the implication wasn't like why wouldn't you think that we weren't?
Okay.
It's that why would you think that
Okay.
we would be friends? Why the heck do you think that we've been something like or something? That's it.
Like,
If you just
I'm
said
sorry, but
one
yeah, no.
word, that would have made. If you said one word, you say.
Yeah, no,
why would you
anytime
think we were
I-
friends? Yeah. You're good. You're good.
You're
Let's say
good.
under the moment, I like say such like short-ended things, and I really need to work on
You
that.
will
but
have to talk to Raphael and be like, "That's not what I meant," and clear that up. But that's like, you're fine, Silver. We're not. None
yeah,
of us
no,
are
she
here.
was mainly questioning like, why do you think that? That's essentially
Yeah,
what she was questioning. Why did you
Yeah.
think that you
We're.
you know
This is not.
that we're
This
not?
is not. This is not an indictment against you, Silver. We're all friends here. You're good. You're fine. It's just
yeah.
that
Also,
Raphael is-
Matt going all the way to the shackles is sort of a joke. Like,
It is.
it is where Matt is at the moment, but he
He's
actually
like,
had
"What?"
errands to run there for a while. He just decided to do it now because he's not going down with that shit.
He was like, "Wow."
Quite
If I
literally
die,
in
I
this
might as well
case.
do some errands. In the meanwhile, if all my crew is about to die, I might as well run some errands in the meantime.
My God.
It's useful
Yeah,
because
no,
I have to.
at this point, after all of this stuff that's happened, however, it's just kind of like
Wow,
playing, like,
wow,
very in theater
Sidar.
form at the moment.
Don't
I
worry,
can't believe
don't
you
worry,
left
Silver. You're
Like,
fine.
Where
even
did
if any of
I
you guys were
go?
to, like, knock on
Like
her
I
door, she's got the
lost a
block, she's not
friend.
answering.
Okay, so
Somewhere
hang on.
alone in
Back
the
in character,
bitterness.
Raphael.
hang on. What was Pete trying to say?
I said, wow, Sidar, I can't believe you let all this craziness happen under your watch.
You think I was gonna go ahead and interfere with that? Nah, I'm just gonna go ahead and kick back and see what happens. Because if it goes off the extreme deep end, then I'll step in. But that wasn't the deep end. No, we've seen a lot worse from Graves.
Back in character,
From
Raphael.
Graves.
Yeah, like actually hacking someone's freaking arms off and shit. Hitting a table is like, yes, it's mournable, but at the same time, it's not like, oh hey, that was actually meant to try to kill her. No,
Yeah, no,
like that
Graves
would have been a
wouldn't
step
harm
too
any
far.
of you unless you actually pulled the trigger.
Oh
Which
yeah,
is why...
no. I was gonna respond to a thing you said, Sass, about like referencing like all the things that she could use to kill you with. It's like she's a little easier with her gun, and that's why she basically went to say, just take it from me temporarily until I can use it again.
That's
Because
fine.
I've got other ways to defend myself, or if I have to fight, but you've taken my gun, That's
didn't say
essentially another
Hold on,
thing she
that's
was
what
saying.
I call bullshit. That's what I call bullshit. You didn't say defend yourself. You
Yeah,
did not say
no. I also call bullshit there because you called him Crispy Crunchy Raphael.
Yeah, because she was
Uh.
referencing the point of like
Right,
know,
but Raphael's like,
all the times
maybe,
that she's
is there
hurt
anything
anybody here has been purely out of just accident. Like she's
No,
never
no.
meant to actually genuinely hurt anybody here.
You didn't say I have other weapons to defend myself. I think you specified I have other things I have that can kill you.
Yes.
I think that's
I
specifically
didn't
what
specifically say to
Silver,
kill you. It's
Silver.
like I have other things to use.
Silver,
So, like-
just so we're clear, this is not an indictment of you or your character, but boy, you dug a trench.
If you were,
Well, I'm
if it was
sorry,
like
I can't word everything I've said sounded right in my head.
Well, yeah, but Silver, what I'm trying to say is your group's biggest weakness was literally what happened there. You guys will say stuff because it's funny. That's in serious
Wow.
situations.
I mean, I wasn't even trying to say it to be funny.
Fair enough,
I'm
fair
pretty
enough.
sure you could have said, I could have fireball you, but you said Crispy Crunchy Raphael. Fireball sounds a lot better than calling someone by Crispy Crunchy.
I mean, she'd
I
still
mean,
be
yes,
referencing
I said that to
time
be
she
funny, but all the
fireballed
rest
me.
of that wasn't supposed to be.
The instance that Raphael got angry at was like, you keep mentioning ways they kill us. So why do you keep doing that? And then you mentioned another way that you can kill us. And we're like, what the fuck? Why do you keep doing this? That's
I love when
anyways,
I'm
that's
lost and get zero repercussions for it.
I think, yeah. I'll back in character. Raphael goes. Do you need me to do anything else, Matt? You want me to meet up with Alvera?
No, there hasn't been any explosions. The ship's still where it's at. Everything's good.
No explosions as far as I know, unless it was silent.
Good. I'll be back. Give me and he snaps and he's behind you and is like, oh.
In my
bye.
room? What the heck?
Look,
you go in my
teleport
room?
spells have a varied range in which you get teleported off from.
You are right. You are right. Yeah.
And
Oh
Well-
my! Matt thinks to himself when you say you're right. Oh my god, he bought it. Ugh.
You didn't have to roll for that. Well, what are you here for, man? You have to do something? You don't
Well,
want to
no,
talk to
I
me
just
about
wanted to
something?
teleport back to the ship because, everything's at a point where, maybe we could... Raphael, he looks at you dead in the eyes, is like, what did I do wrong? I don't even know what happened. It just all went downhill from the minute I got back on the boat.
Off character, Raphael still under the notion that Elvira said that they weren't friends, so he's going to be pretty angry in this response. Back in character, I don't know, Matt. If she's that's sus, I'm not sure. If she's innocent as you say, we'll trust her. I don't feel good about her anymore.
I mean, I read her journal and she's innocent. She's not planning on killing any of us.
That's fine. That's fine.
To say out of character real fast, you know what would be really bad about Raphael saying that he's not sure about Alvera anymore? I have a document somewhere of her opinions of all the group, of everybody in the group, and all of them are relatively decent comments on them.
Yay!
I have a written Word document somewhere.
I want to see that out of character.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
but Matt promised he wouldn't tell anything that was in your journal.
Yeah, it makes
to
sense.
anyone.
Also,
so he can't
also-
say, "Oh, she actually likes all of us and views us as friends because it's in your journal." And
Also,
he's a
off
man of his
character,
word.
Also,
Can I
off
do
character,
something?
Matt, do you know about Ukta? Like, does the Matt character know about Ukta, or have I not
don't
told him?
think so. And also, Ukta's gone. Remember?
I know. That's what was the problem I was about to bring up. If Raphael had already told Matt about it.
No, I don't think Matt knows about
No.
Ukta. I don't think anyone knows
Nope.
about Ukta.
Nope. Nobody knows about Ukta yet.
Sure.
I've literally been waiting for that plot point to come up.
Well, I will raise this then. What's the name of the race that Ukta was? Was he like a
He's
genie like
Marid.
Marid? Okay. So the question I bring up to Matt. Matt, what do you think of Marid?
Matt looks at you and sort of motions to everything around you and says, "Answer your question yourself."
Uh,
If it were not for Marid, we would not be in this situation, Raphael.
you're
Yay,
fine. I
racist.
know. That makes sense. I'm just my other question would be, let's say that a Marid suddenly disappears.
Run.
Is there run?
Well, yeah, there's a Marid on the loose, and you know them. That's never a good combination.
Crush their balls.
Never a good combination. A Marid I know that is on the loose is never a good combination.
Yeah.
Huh. Let's just say I know a Marid that is no longer where they usually are. What should I do?
Run.
How? It's a very non-descriptive, because I can run anywhere, but like.
Well, yeah,
What,
I mean, each direction you run has an equal chance of you finding the Marid again, which is not the thing you want to do. So, really, there's not much you can do about it.
Try not to run into the Marid again, if that's what she's saying. Like, I'm not supposed to do.
I mean, like, usually if a Marid's on the loose and you're worried about it, it's because you've wronged them. And if you haven't wronged them and they're on the loose, then there's nothing to worry about.
Did I wrong my Meridian friend? I don't think so.
You look like you're going through a lot. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, go ahead, Matt. And I open the
Yeah,
door.
and after he walks into a different room, he's like, "God damn it! Why is every conversation I have today horrible?"
I want to do something now.
Wow, I didn't know that that's what you thought of Matt Raphael. It was a horrible.
Nah, he likes you usually, but like that Marin he is on edge, my man.
I
guess, yeah. Raphael hasn't told you specifically what occurred, but he's just like he's curious because Ukta's gone on the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, makes sense. It's just a weird day, okay?
It is a weird day. It's a really bad day for people coming to the table and not walking away wanting to murder each other, apparently.
Ever since we took out that ghost, things have been acting weird. Maybe it's something got to do with that.
Haunted us from beyond the undead.
I would like at this point, Alvara's probably no longer in a room, but she's probably outside. Though.
You got a short duration of very weird situations. All right, Matt. It's in your eyes. That's what you perceive.
Well, no. What happened is Matt's like, "Oh, I'm going to compile all this data so we can have this fun little discussion about how the factory gets back and everything's on fire." Like the meme from Community where he gets back with the pizza and everything's gone to shit.
On fire. Everything's on fire. Listen, Donald Glover, that meme with Donald Glover bringing in the pizza. Pretty good meme. Pretty good. Not exactly everything on fire, but just like, little weird instances.
Well, it's not just everything's on fire, it's like everything's gone to shit would be a better way of putting it.
Well, things can get worse. I don't think it's gone to shit. It's just a weird day. I wouldn't even call this a bad day. It's just a weird day.
I want to do something.
Go ahead.
Avalon doing.
Is Alvara still in the brig?
No.
All right,
she would have been in the brig for a few hours, so
I did say
you would
she was
have
in
time.
I did say she was in her room for a little bit, but I think by now she's like literally like outside somewhere.
Oh, well, I was going to go to her. So I go to Alvara in her room, and I knock on the door, which makes the door fall.
And of course, she's not in her room. Like, all of her stuff is there, but she's not in her room.
You going through her room a second time? Wow.
No, well, I go to find Alvera then.
You gotta explain that door, buddy.
He knows. Anyway,
All right, where do
and
you
So
find?
you're
Where do you
going to
find?
find Alvera. Do you have any earthly idea where she is?
I mean, it's a ship, Matt. There's not a lot of places you can
Is
be.
Alvera on the ship?
No.
What the fuck? I made.
I mean, she's not a far away from the ship, but she is like sitting on the ground near the ship. But
Okay,
one thing
Pete,
to-
make
one
me a
thing to note-
perception check.
one thing to note is she's actually taken like a bottle of alcohol with her. She's just sitting on the ground outside the ship.
Okay,
Pulling a Jack
Pete, make me a
Sparrow.
perception check.
How's that?
Well, let's see
37.
what Alvera's passive stealth
To
is.
say which around the ship is like sand and stuff, right? It's kind of like a beach. Kind of
Right,
thing,
right,
isn't it?
right, right. But, like, Gavilan may just not see you and walk into the jungle.
Listen, if he just wants to go solo, everyone in the jungle, that's fine by me.
So I have to figure out what your passive stealth is. Because I'm
What's your
pretty
passive
sure
stealth,
that
Gavilan?
beats your
I can
passive.
check.
Gavilan,
check.
you critically fail to find her.
Oh shit!
Oh
my
Wandering
God.
the jungle, no.
No. It's
So,
not,
Gavilan,
it's not crit fail. It's not.
it is
It's not crit
literally
fail.
lower than
It's
10.
46.
No.
46.
No point.
Yeah. Alvera's
Hey,
stealth is
Carl,
36.
Carl, there's a bonus on there past the typical passive stealth. That's not on her sheet.
Oh shit. Oh
So,
fuck.
either
Okay,
way,
never mind then.
it's a bonus from a artifact that she has.
Okay, that makes sense. That
And
makes sense.
also, now Gavilan definitely crit failed. So, Gavilan, make me a survival check.
Oh dear.
Just because
Oh, boy.
He's gonna come back covered.
Well, you
in, like,
think you
leaves
see
and
something
spiderweb,
smoking in the
and
woods.
she's literally just been sitting there the whole time.
Something smoking. Uh-oh.
someone must have lit a cigar. I think Alvera does that.
Funny
Remember,
enough,
kids,
no, but
Smokey
it's
Bear
funny
says
for-
don't
it's-
start
it-
the forest fire.
the thought is funny though. So I'll let you
So,
roll with that.
Gavilan, you walk into the forest about an hour, futz around in there for about 2 hours, and come back at night.
It's cold. The chicken parmesan I had in my bag is cold. Everything's also Gavilan disappeared right after Alvera was under suspicion of killing Gavilan.
Oh my god! Let's take a break before I actually have to consider something. We'll be right back.
Oh no.
So about 20 minutes after Gavilan walks off into the forest, never to be seen for the next 8 hours, Matt's like, Gavilan! Gavilan! Where?
Alvera.
No, you're an hour into the forest. Just so like Matt's like, hey, Shadow, have you seen Gavilan?
He went pointing in the direction of the forest. That general direction?
Oh, that's a pretty big smoke. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, and Alvera has not moved from her spot. She's just been playing with sand while she's had just literally a bottle next to
We
her.
should
the whole
probably try finding him in the forest jungle thing.
Literally pulling a Jack Sparrow. Cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
have you seen Alvera, Shadow?
I am going to roll a perception check just to double check because I know my perception
Yeah, see
is
if you could obviously see her down in
fucking-
the sand.
yeah, my perception is absolute garbage. But there's a 20 on every die.
Mm.
Yeah, no, like my perception is literally shit. It's
So
frickin'
you don't
excellent.
see her either.
please.
Alvera!
Alvera.
Oh my god. However, are you gonna poke over the ship and see her on the ground?
No, Matt's just going to yell for you and like, you can choose to answer or not answer. One of those options is
she's
better than the other, but I'm gonna let
She's
you
just
figure
mainly
that out.
been sitting in silence, but considering the fact that her name has been yelled multiple times, she just eventually yells out, "What?"
Have you seen Gavilan?
Marco!
She just kind of like quietly groans, like, he went off into the jungle. He was trying to find me, but I figured he would have noticed I was here, but apparently not.
I'll be right back. And Matt goes, sprinting to Raphael's quarters and knocks on his door rapidly, almost busting it down if he was actually trying to punch it.
Yeah?
Gavilan went missing and Alvaro was the last person to see him.
Dear God. It cuts to him, like, all the way in the
You
forest.
know that wording was funny when Gavilan actually laughed. Or when Keith actually laughed.
Hey, I can cross making Keith laugh unironically off my bucket list. Ding.
Listen,
You.
you can't beat when I showed Keith that clip with the cup, and he was laughing out of his mind.
What was I
insane.
gonna-
It's just
I've never heard him like
it's just the moment of saying that. It's just the moment of Gavilan went missing, and Alvaro is the last person to see him. Dear God.
So, I don't think
Yeah.
Gavilan's is dead, but also I can't prove he's not dead.
Well, we should probably go find him. Let's go.
Right. But if we go into the forest and we need
What do you want us to do?
grab the manacles. I need to throw Albura in the brig till Gavilan shows up.
Oh dear, not again.
Again.
That's off character.
Can't
Okay,
I just keep
handily
an eye
grab
on
the
her? I
manacles.
mean, I can literally keep as
Raphael's
many
like,
sets of
okay.
eyes on her as you want.
Raphael gives the manacles. And says, all right, let's go.
Alvaro, I hate to do this again, but Gavilan is currently missing, and you were the last person to see him. So hands behind your head.
She literally looks at you, it's like,
I don't think you did anything, but also if he doesn't show up in the next 24 hours, then
Raphael's like-
have
Raphael's
to
like,
look
he's not
into it being a
empathetic.
murder.
Raphael's not empathetic at all. He's like, yeah, you really don't like us all, don't you?
She's been playing the long con. She's a
at this
murderer.
point, at this point, when he shows back up again, she's literally just gonna have a mental breakdown. Like,
Again, Alvaro, I don't think you're guilty,
she's
but like
literally
for
on the
the
verge of a
safety of
mental
the crew,
I'm
you're gonna have to do something.
I am currently fighting with a low-level predator to keep the Parmesan chicken.
No, you're fighting
You're
the
playing-
South
you're
bird for
playing
your
tug of
food.
war. You're playing tug of war with a monkey for your
No,
eggplant parmesan.
no.
I can so see that.
So,
I'm
anyways,
surprised.
you get back covered in all sorts of junk, wailing Alvaro, and Matt looks at you and is like, "Where have you been? Alvara's been in the brig for the past 8 hours because we thought she murdered you." And Graves looks at it and was like, "Matt, that's a ghost. He's dead." Graves, he's not dead. Can you prove he's not a ghost? Graves. Graves. He's not dead. We would have known that much sooner if he was. So where have you been, Gavilan?
I've been looking for Alvera.
Why have you been looking for Alvera?
I made her chicken parmesan, and he holds up a soggy, cold, half-bitten bag with a South bird in it, going "Whoa."
Oh.
Just that old classic freaking Counter-Strike video.
Hey, Raphael, can you come here
Yeah.
for a second?
Yeah.
Gavilan's fine.
I look at Matt. Raphael looks at Matt. Raphael looks at Gavilan. Raphael looks at Matt. Raphael looks at Gavilan. Where the hell have you been? Fuck.
I can imagine Raphael's like drinking something. He just starts choking.
The really funny part is, I imagine he screams that so loud Alvaro can hear it from down in the brig.
Exactly.
It's like everybody in the ship can
However,
hear it.
Alvaro would not have a response to that because she's literally sobbing right now. She's told over her breakdown. She's sobbing
What?
right now.
Where the hell were you? We thought you were attacked by, or maybe Alvera did something to you.
Why would Alvera have done something to me?
I mean, she was threatening all of us earlier today, and when I looked out into the forest where Shadow said you went, I saw a huge smokestack, so, you know.
She doesn't seem to really care about any of us, so.
We have known Alvera for longer than 2 years. And we have shot each other as a group multiple times. Why would you think she would have done anything to me?
Oh yeah, by the way, out of character for a hot minute, I completely forgot that we had passed Alvara's birthday, so happy 3 years of Alvara existing.
Nice. It's been 3 years? Holy crap.
It's been 3, yes!
So,
we really are getting old.
So,
and technically, from what I remember.
So, Gavilan, what? No offense, but like, there is plenty of motive for Matt looks around everyone but me to want you dead.
Oh, motive. Yeah, I have motive to kill all of you too. It doesn't mean I do it. I'm not insane.
Yeah, but like, Alvaro was like, when I let Alvaro out of the brig, I literally was so shell shocked, I went to the shackles.
I concur, that's what he did.
Really unhinged. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat my eggplant parmesan. And he holds up a second pristine bag.
That's the first one.
No. Go give that to Alvaro and tell her you're sorry for what you've done.
Man. Also, what have I done?
I don't know. Whatever she tells you you've done, you apologize for it.
Fine. I mean, I will do that because I am a nice, respectful person now.
Now?
I mean,
Yes.
he wasn't before. There's nothing wrong with what he said.
Well, at least he knows it. No.
Only because of the millions and billions of years of torture.
Yeah.
Good times.
Good times. Does he even remember that time, or did he get all his memories back?
No, he doesn't even remember that time. He only remembers what we've told him about it. Anyways, go
Out of
give
character.
Valvera your eggplant
He's out of
parmesan.
character.
And
He is
We're kind of in the middle of that. I do definitely remember my eons of torture, but like some of it, because it's been eons of torture.
so go give that eggplant parmesan to Alvera. Tell her the story of how you've been looking for her, and tell her you're sorry that you didn't mention to any of us what you were doing. Because that's if you had said, "Oh, I was going to go give Alvera chicken parmesan," I wouldn't have thrown her in the brig. I would have just assumed you got lost.
Okay. And he walks off.
Oh my god.
Alvera, you are crying in the brig, and in walks
Yeah, and
a
you're
ghostly
she's
looking
literally like sitting.
Gavilan.
She's like literally hunched over, like sitting on her knees, just sobbing.
Also, when Gavilan walks in, he looks like a ghost and probably still has the raspy voice of one.
And you killed him.
Oh,
Oh my
also, because the Parmesan is, since my chest is covered in red tomato sauce. Over.
I can
Oh my
see that being
God.
the case.
So, Alvera, it looks like there's a ghost of Gavilan yelling at you, saying your name.
What do I roll?
Will save.
God.
Now the
And
question is, what's her
Gavilan,
reaction?
roll me a performance check.
Oh
Oh
God.
no.
Performance check. Okay, I'm not even trying to do anything.
I know, but like you roll performance for intimidation, so.
Now that's a hilarious coincidence.
Yes. So, higher. We're going to break this tie by using the higher ability modifier. So, Gavilan, you're a little afraid that you did murder Gavilan without remembering murdering Gavilan, Alvera.
Oh dear.
Treat this like Banquo talking to the ghost, or Macbeth talking to the ghost of Banquo.
Yeah.
Return the crab or suffer my curse.
God, not that cursed cowardly
He's
dog
just
episode.
really-
God,
he's just
I
saying
hated
that
that
because-
episode.
He's just saying that because he really enjoys his chicken parmesan. Okay.
No, he doesn't
Alvera,
want to give us his eggplant parmesan.
the ghost of the Gavilan you murdered is standing in front of you. How are you reacting to that?
Say, literally considering that she's just been sobbing. At this point, she'd probably just like be roughly freaked out. Like, at this point, she feels like she's going insane.
Parmesan. Oh, Alvera. Alvera. Hello. Why are you screaming?
She's not screaming, but she's relatively like freaked out though.
No. I like to imagine she let up a little yelp and then fell unconscious out of shock.
No. It's that alarm scream of.
If she fell unconscious, of course she's falling on plant Parmesan.
Oh my god.
I didn't know you were sick too. I'm sorry I made people sick. My condition.
No, I've had this for a couple weeks.
So,
Okay.
Alvera's unconscious, I guess. Matt
She
walks
fell on-
in and is like, Gavilan, she's
So-
not dead, is she?
That's what I said. He walks in, and because she fell on the eggplant Parmesan, there's like red tomato sauce on the floor.
Matt walks in and is like, Jesus, Gavilan, why did you kill her?
What? I didn't. She just screamed and fell out.
Gavlon, Gavlon, why did you?
I told you, eggplant.
Gavlon, why did you put the eggplant parmesan directly where she would land it if she landed on her face?
She's the brig. I had to push it under the bars.
Well, Gavlon.
Okay, but you could have put it anywhere else, but you had to put it in a
wait, better
location
question.
where...
Why did she fall unconscious? How did you address her originally?
I just said Alvera.
How did you say it?
Alvera chicken parmesan.
No. Like, when you told her that, was it
Oh.
Alvera? Or was
Yes.
it...
Well, that's how I always say your name. I go, Alvera.
Well, stay here until she wakes up.
All right, I opened the brig and just closed it behind me. It wasn't even locked.
Well, yeah, I don't know how to lock it. Do you know how to lock it?
Well, it's more like this is a normal ship. It couldn't keep any of us level 20 players in no matter what.
Here's the switch.
Door.
Here's the switch, and he flips it and a wall of force appears in front of the brig. That's better.
I don't remember buying that.
I mean, you bought it from the ship company that does that with their brig, so...
Oh, is this when you buy this ship when me and me name was screaming kill main burn?
Yes.
Pirates headquarters?
Yes.
Yeah, as Alvera was doing the paperwork and you guys were screaming all of the shit above of being a pillaging pirate gang.
Oh, they must have sold us the pillaging ship. Yeah, this is a lot better than a normal ship.
Oh God.
So I'm just gonna leave you two in there and please play nice.
He's gonna lock the door.
Let it be known, I am nothing but ever nice to Alvera, except that time I shot her.
No, Matt already did something far
between
worse.
friends.
He put up a force field in front of the door.
Oh shit. Shit.
And Matt goes back in the room with Raphael. Is like, those Raphael,
Yeah.
I think they'll be fine, but
Where are they?
they're locked in the same room with each other.
Is
You
this another
fool.
one of yours? Is this a you thing? Is this something you did?
What? No, this is a bonding exercise. Those two aren't coming out until they stop causing each other emotional and physical trauma.
How would we
Hey.
know that would? What if they make it worse? What if they...
Well, if
The
they
fact-
don't murder each other by the morning and they're both awake having a conversation, then I don't need to worry about them doing anything further.
The fact that I really laugh to absurdist humor lets you know just how awful every decision has been tonight.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, these two people that I've been thinking have been killing each other all night. I locked them in the same room together.
Well, that's how Matt solves his problems. Someone tried to murder me. They won't murder me if they work for me. Two people who work for me are trying to kill each other. Well, I lock them in the same room. Either one of them kills the other and we can go back to business as normal, or they get along.
Clearly, under your
Which
logic,
way? We get back to
I'm not-
business as normal.
clearly, Matt,
We-
the only way to solve this is for Alvera to become my spy. Under your logic.
You're assuming a
I didn't
lot.
know you.
So I have to ask you something, Gavilan. Would you eat the eggplant parmesan then pass out if Alvera wasn't going to wake up for a few hours?
Well, the eggplant parmesan is currently under her face. Oh God, she might suffocate.
Yeah, so you remove the eggplant parmesan. Do you eat it yourself now that she's not going to eat it?
Roll something. If it's high, I'm going to eat it.
Oh, okay.
And if it's low?
It's high. How sloppy do you eat your chicken parmesan? We've established it's sloppy, right?
No, it's the eggplant. It's the eggplant parm.
Well, I'm gonna get on my hands, of course, but I have a massive beak. If you haven't seen my character, so I can.
He's a
So the
massive
answer is it's gonna be
slob.
messy. And do you have a
Enormous
food? Do you happen to get food comas as Gavlon?
Well, what I was saying is like because my beak is so big, I just put it all in there, so my hands get it. But that's about it. Food? No, not really.
But the lights are all off,
coverage.
and you're locked in a room.
Although, Matt, this is the first time I've eaten something other than bread and water for about a millennia.
So you fall asleep, red's covered on your shirt.
It's not even me doing the chaos anymore.
I know! But Alvaro, you wake up in the middle of the night and you once again see Gavlon lying there, passed out, bloody shirt as far as you can tell. And your face is covered in the same substance.
Oh my
It's the
lord.
demon. It's the demon that made her eat her friend. It's back.
You mean the one that had her nuke me? Yeah.
So, Alvaro, how are you
She's
responding
been
to that?
cleaned of that, right? Right?
I mean,
Right.
technically no, because the demon you killed was watermelons. But also,
wait.
technically yes, because you never actually ate anything with demon blood in it, because it was watermelons.
How does that even work?
Well, it's an illusion spell, so the minute you break the illusion on one end, it breaks on all ends.
Alvaro gets a tiny placebo effect and is going to eat everybody.
I like to think Alvara's behavior today has been part of a tiny placebo effect that's been ongoing.
I like to think that we're all really stressed out of everything that's happened and we finally broke.
Entire time I'm like,
So Alvara,
okay. the
Gavlon
heck?
looks like he's dead, and there's blood on your face.
How do you respond?
Actually, that makes sense.
Literally, she has no goddamn idea what to do.
Do you scream?
Like, this whole entire thing has been a wreck, and every scene after another is just, like, driving her more to a point of, like, I just want to get the fuck out of here.
Do you scream, Alvara?
No, he doesn't
Probably,
scream at all.
probably a fox noise, yes.
So Matt
What
Wogzer
does
is
the
like,
fox
flicks on
say?
the light and is like, don't worry, Alvara, he's not dead, he's just a dumbass.
No, man. Actually, Graves broke a table. You ran away to the other side of the island. Sass thinks that his friends are out to get him. She thinks he's killed someone. I've gone kind of insane, apparently. And
Raphael just thinks
Sidar has just been watching this happen with the facial expression of the Frozen dude at the end of The Shining.
Raphael just nice.
What's
Nicholson.
your point?
Raphael,
And we've all gone insane with stress.
wow, amazing.
Do you say any of this in character?
Oh, well, I'm in a food coma, so no.
No, no.
Hang on.
It would just be coincidental if you were murmuring that in your sleep.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. So you wake up the next morning. Wait, would your character even be wise enough? Make me a raw wisdom check, Gavlon.
Wisdom check.
I'm walking to my computer.
Because, that makes the most sense out of all of this, but also, you don't seem like the person who'd come to that conclusion.
I'm very wise now. I may not always act like it, but
You
my
have a
character's
wisdom modifier of,
Very wise. Very
Pretty
wise.
decent, I think.
No, he
Very
has a
wise.
wisdom modifier of 1.
Very wise. Very,
You know what,
very-
I mean,
Gavlon?
a raw 17.
Every dog has its day, and you think about this. And at the beginning of the morning, as Alvara is sitting there crying, you wake up with, this eureka moment, and you say all of this to Alvara.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Blah, I forgot exactly what I said.
That you've all gone mad with stress is the gist of it.
Yeah, that.
Oh my god.
And you've gone mute.
And you wonder why she was trying to help herself out of the first situation.
I wouldn't
mean, this is
exactly
a-
say what you did in the first situation was helping yourself.
I mean,
She was
this is the-
trying.
This is the first time I've eaten
She
food
did
that
say-
tastes good.
She did say she was trying to stress relief and she was interrupted.
I mean, this is the first time I've eaten something that actually tastes good since basically ever.
Wait, are you shit talking Matt's food from episode 2?
No,
You know what?
no, the 2-year time skip. He only had bread and water in that entire billion years.
I know, but he said since
Since ever, because 2 billion years is a pretty long fucking time, Shadar.
You know what this means? It's time for Beats episode.
It's time for what?
Beats episode.
Beach episode.
I
I
I
mean,
hate how you're right, but we need more people here for that. So,
That is true.
hey,
my
guess what?
God.
Next
I'm
week,
yes, next week.
to
is a
celebrate the end of the summer.
This summer.
Path
Technically, it's going
to,
into-
Path to Great Nihil Beach episode. Wah, bah, 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 bah.
What are we even doing for the beach episode?
Who
Where we-
knows? Probably fighting the Kraken, but you know.
Matt, I was
What the
literally about to say where we definitely don't get attacked by a kraken.
I figured beach episode was like trying to fucking wind everybody down because we've all
Well,
been
yeah,
fucked.
I'm joking. I'm not Will. I'm not going to throw a fight in the beach episode. But, like, if there was going to be a fight in the beach episode, it'd have to be either a Kraken or a sea serpent.
Fight at the beach.
What about a giant turtle?
No, Giant Turtles is a pussy's game.
Hey, tell that
Hey.
to Seal. See what
Hey,
he says
hey.
back.
Draseel's
No,
an
no.
offensive little bitch.
Anyways, what I was more referring to was it's a debate battle rather than like actual battle.
A debate battle? You mean a rap
No one
battle?
is going to debate a turtle. They don't speak, Shadar.
Do we not have a speaking
What about
turtle
Nimrod?
in the world? There has to be
Well,
one.
we'll see you all next week.
There has to
This
be
has
one.
been a fun little time capsule of what happened today.
Oh my
Many
god.
krakens that can do sign language.
Don't
Bye.
worry, it's been a fun time. Honestly, I'm gonna have a lot of clips for this, and we kept a viewer entertained this entire time, by the way. So
Let's
Yay.
see. Let's
They're
see.
like Christian.
Let's see how many apologies everybody's gonna be spewing out of their mouth until next week.
I
Apologies.
mean,
Apologia.
it looked really fucking bad, Alvaro.
And the best
yeah,
part is,
and out of every single moment that she was accused, she turned out to be innocent.
Well,
And the
yeah,
best
but
part-
like,
she's- At this point, she's kind of like, you know, required
Yeah.
to get something as an
Well, at least
apology.
Raphael's still pissed at Alvera for,
Matt, and the best part is, not only did
Yeah, and at
Gavilan
some point
never-
that you try and clarify that, Raphael, she'll clarify it.
And the
it's not on Raphael to clarify, to be honest.
not only did Gavilan never apologize,
I mean, if you relatively like mention it, she'll clarify.
Hmm.
go ahead,
Did you
Keith.
see-
Give us our final send off. Not only did Gavilan never apologize, but
not only did Gavilan never apologize to Alvera, he also got to eat his eggplant parmesan.
good night, everybody.
Saying
See you
that,
next
it's not-
week. Bye bye.
Goodbye.